electric potential due to a dipole, right? So after that, we have gone through in the previous classes, we have gone through the capacitors also. Do you remember that? So the capacitors, what do you mean by capacitor? What is the capacitance of, right? What is the capacitance of a capacitor? Let me glance fastly. What is the capacitance of a capacitor? Yes, Jai Surya, help me. What is the total charge in the capacitor? Yes, Jai Surya. What is the total charge in the capacitor? It is always directly proportional to the V. And I'm going to remove this proportionality constant and let me write it as a Q is equals to C into V. Am I correct? So then C is equals to V by V. So let me say it as the capacitance of a capacitor is the, what do you mean by this? So the ratio of the charge to the potential difference across the plates. If you take the capacitor like this, so here the positive charges will be there, here negative charges will be there. You will connect one with the your grounded. So what will be the potential difference across this and what is the charge on the plates? Okay, that is the you are going to measure the capacitance of a capacitor. Okay, is it clear, dear? So today let me see about different types of the capacitors. Already we gone through the parallel plate capacitor, right? Have we? Yes or no? Madidiva, parallel plate capacitor?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, you got the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor? Yes or no? We done the problems also. I think so.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Problems also ಮಾಡಿದಿವಲ್ವಾ? Okay. So what is the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor? Or should I explain once again? It's your wish.
Ma'am, it's A E naught by D.
Yes, A E naught by D. Epsilon naught. E naught alla.
Yes,
Epsilon
ma'am.
naught. Okay, what is epsilon naught? It is the relative permittivity of a free space. Okay, permittivity of a free space. What is the value of this? Ritisha, what is the value of this? Ritisha, Jaisurya, Jaisurya.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is the value of the epsilon naught? ಇದೇ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು 8.854
9 into 10
10 to the power minus
10 to the power 9.
do this thing only every day. Okay, so let me start with your parallel plate capacitor. Is okay for you people, or can I explain once again? Please respond. Yes, let me take a fresh page. Who absent for that day or who are not understood properly, please once again please go through this. A capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor of a okay, so let me take one parallel plate capacitor. Okay, what will be there here? Yes, please respond. What are the charges will be there here?
Two charges.
Positive charges. Okay, on the other side?
Negative.
Charges.
Negative charges. Okay, let me ground one of the plate. Okay,
Yes,
this one will be
okay.
grounded. Okay, is it clear? So let me take it as this is the plate A and this is the plate B. So let me write what are the charges here. What are the charges in the first plate? First plate and second plate. What are the charges in the first place? Q charges. Here it will be a minus Q charges. Yes, very good. So now can you tell me what is the surface charge density of the each plate? Yes. What is the surface charge density of each plate? Surface charge. Yes, surface area charge density or surface charge density. Let me write it as a sigma. So the sigma means what? The total charge per area. Or else let me say it as the total charge in the each plate is equals to the surface charge density into area area. Correct. So this is the total charge in the each plate. Okay. Now can you tell me what is the electric field intensity due to a plane sheet? Do you remember in the first chapter we derived the electric field intensity by using the Gauss law? Yes or no? Electric field intensity due to a long straight conductor, cylinder one, spherical shaped one, and the electric field intensity due to a plane sheet. Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
is it sigma by 2 epsilon?
Is the sigma by E is equals to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Correct. So now can you tell me for the first plate? So let me write it as the E1 is equals to here surface charge density is a sigma divided by 2 epsilon naught. Similarly here also it is having the sigma by 2 epsilon naught of the electric field intensity. Okay. Now if I want to see the what is the total electric field intensity, let me write it as electric field intensity, a total one. So E net, okay, let me take it as a E net. E net is equals to the E1 plus E2. Am I correct? E1 plus E2. Then E net is equals to what is the E1? Sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Let me write it as a 2 sigma by a 2 epsilon naught. Let me cancel 2 by 2. Then E net, the total electric field in the two plates is the 6 epsilon naught. Am I correct? So this is the total electric field. We are having the another formula with the which relates the electric potential. So what is the formula? Electric field intensity with the electric potential, that E is equals to minus dV by dr. Do you remember this? The relation between the electric potential and electric field, right? Do you remember this? Yes. Do you remember this? E is dV by dr. Let me take a board on both sides. So then E is equals to a dV by dr, or let me write it as the V by R. Okay. So here I have taken the distance between these two as a, let me take it as a D. Okay. A D means, let me write it as the E is equals to a V by D. Okay. So V by D I got here, and here I got as a sigma by epsilon naught. So let me equate equation 1 and 2. This is equation 1 and this is the equation 2. So what is the equation 1 we are having? Fast. We already done this. What is the equation 1 we are having? A sigma by epsilon naught is equals to V by D. Am I correct? So let me write for the electric potential. Then V is equals to, yes, sigma D by
Sigma D
epsilon.
by epsilon naught.
And then V is equals to, what is the sigma? What is the sigma?
Q by A.
Very good. Q by A. Q by A D epsilon. Okay. This is the V I got. Okay. V I got. Okay. Now just tell me capacitance of a capacitor. Capacitance C is equals to Q by V. So then Q divided by
V.
V, I'm having the QD by A epsilon naught. Am I correct? Then let me cancel Q and Q. Then C is equals to, let me take to the here, and A epsilon naught by
A
D.
epsilon naught by D.
Okay, so this is the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Okay, is it clear, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So can I go for the spherical conductor?
Yes, ma'am.
You already done this. Okay, just I glanced it. Okay, so the next one, very important, all of you listen carefully. Let me do a capacitance of an isolated spherical conductor. Okay, let me take one conductor, let me draw it. Okay, I'll take a center, and from here this is a center, and and which is having the some radius r. Here it is the radius r, and this is the what you say center. So let me write here all are positive charges. Let me say it as the all are here positive charges. Okay, so here the q. Okay, then potential on the surface of the spherical conductor, let me take it as the v. Okay, let me take it as a v. So now can you tell me what is the charge of this? What is the charge of the spherical conductor? Here q is the charge of the spherical conductor and v is the potential of the spherical conductor. And let me take it as the radius. Okay, whatever the radius you are taking, let me the capacitance of a spherical conductor. Okay, so let me write that. Then what is the capacitance of a capacitor? Usually what is the formula? Capacitance of a
Q
capacitor?
by V.
Yes, capacitance of a capacitor, C is equals to Q by V. Okay, so in let me write V is equals to total charge per radius. The potential is the V is equals to, so then C is equals to, can I write it as Q divided by Q by R, right? So let me cancel Q and Q. So then can I say it as whatever the capacitance of a capacitor you are taking in a spherical conductor, which will be equivalent to the radius of the conductor. Are you getting my point? So from this I can conclude that, so whatever the value of the capacitance of a conductor or a spherical conductor you are getting here will be equivalent to the radius of the numerically. Okay, numerically equal to your radius. Okay, in a only in a, let me say it as the CZSC system, or in a, let me say it is in a vacuum. If it is in a vacuum, so whatever the capacitance of a capacitor, spherical capacitor you are getting, that is equal to the radius. Okay, in a vacuum system. Okay, so let me write here. So what is the potential of any due to a point charge? What is the potential due to a point charge? Here positive charges are there. A potential due to a point charge. Let me take it as a capital Q. I have taken here a capital Q, tell it as a Q, and here distance is a at a distance R. At a distance R. Now can you tell me what is the potential? 1 by epsilon naught a Q1 divided by R, right? Q1 divided by small r. So here distance is a, let me write it as the KE, or 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, right? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q here is the Q by capital R. Am I correct? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the potential. So now can you tell me what is the capacitance? C is equals to Q by V. So what is the V got in the, I got in the last equation? V is equals to how much? V is equals to how much?
Q by R.
Q by R. Can't you look at?
1
1 by 4 pi.
Epsilon
Yeah,
naught Q by.
Okay, let me write here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught a Q by R. So let me cancel Q and Q. So then a KE into R, right?
Yes, ma'am.
No. So I will get it as the 1 divided by this R will be here, and 1 by 4 pi epsilon, sorry, 4 pi epsilon naught R. The value is the 4 pi epsilon naught R, not 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught R. It is the 4 pi epsilon naught R. Okay, so this is the capacitance of a spherical. Please take it down. Let me go to the previous page. Take it down. We'll go for the problems on this.
Q is charge, what is V?
What, ma?
Q is charge, what is V, ma'am?
Potential. Let me write here. Charge on a spherical conductor a potential of a Can I go for next page?
1 minute, ma'am.
Yeah.
Done, ma'am.
Done. Yes, Krish? Done. Can we go for the problems? Can we go over the numerical part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Question number. Next question number.
Nine, ma'am.
9. Take it down. What is the area of the plates? What is the area of the plates? plates of a 2F capacity, 2 farad capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor of a parallel plate capacitor, given the separation between them, given that separation,
What is the area of the voltage of that?
what is the area of the plates? My God. What is the area of the plates of a 2F capacitance of a plate okay plate of given that separation is separation between them is 0.5 centimeter. Let me write it. 0.5 centimeter. Will you do it? Sir, no. Easy one. Will you do it or not? So what is the capacitance given? 2 farad. Okay. The separation is 0.5 centimeter. So let me write the 0.5 centimeter is 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Okay. 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. So then what is the capacitance in the parallel plate capacitor? Capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Yes, A epsilon naught by dt. C is equals to A epsilon naught by dt. So can you find out the A? Yes or no? C into D divided by epsilon naught. Then A is equals to capacitance of D 2 and then 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 divided by 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12. Then area is equals to Fast, Jitin, Suprita, Suprit, Jayasuriya, this will be an answer fast. Yeah, do it.
I'm 1.1 into 10 to the power 9.
Yes, 1.11 into 10 to the power of 9 meters square.
9.
Yes, correctly. 1.11 into 10 to the power of 9 meters square. What about remaining people? Please take it on fast. problem on this, right? Parallel plate capacitor. Parallel plate capacitor of a circular plate, same radius 8 centimeter. Yes, between the. So one more thing. When 1.0 into 10 to the power of 12 electrons is transferred from conductor to one another, what is the potential difference of a 10 volt? Have you done this kind? Last class, I think. So calculate the capacitance of a two conductor system. Done. Can we go for next one? Done, students?
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Okay, can we go for next one? Is your energy stored in a capacitor. Energy stored in a capacitor. Okay, what is the stored energy called? What is the stored energy called? Yes.
Potential energy.
Yes, potential energy. We can state as the stored energy in it. Okay, so let me start here. So capacitor. What do you mean by capacitor? The device which is used to see. So here, let me take here the Q is the charge or inside the capacitor. So it is if you consider one capacitor, it is having the Q number of the charges, and let me say it as the on the either plates of the capacitor. Okay, the charges are the Q plus Q or minus. So here it is plus Q, here it is the minus Q, or else we can change the potential also, no issues. Okay, so then potential of these plates, let me write. So from this, I need to do the work done to move the some additional charge, to move the one charge or to give the additional charge to the conductor. So let me say it as the dW is equals to the potential difference. We are giving the charge potential difference into the dq, means we are giving the charge here. dW is equals to V into dq. Okay, so you are already aware of the what is the V, what the potential difference across the plates. What is the potential difference across the plates? Potential difference. So let me write it as the V is equals to, yes, a Q by C. Let me write here as a small q. I have taken here a small q. Okay, a Q by C. Can I substitute here? Then dW a Q by C into dq. Okay, is it clear, students? So the work done to give the 1 unit charge inside the condenser. Okay, so dW is equals to V into dq, then Q is dW is equals to Q by C into dq. Okay, fine. So here the total work done. Okay, I need to calculate what is the total work done in giving the whole charge to the condenser. Let me write it as the integrate on both sides. Integrate both sides. Okay, integrate on both sides. So let me integrate on both sides. Then integration of dW, integration of Q by C into dq. Okay, a Q by C into dq. So here the work done is the changing from 0 to W, no issues with that. But here you are giving the charges over here, right? So you are moving the charges from 0 to Q. So then what is the integration of a dW? Do you remember the formulas? Integration of dW, W. Integration of a dx is a x. Integration of a dy is a y. Then integration of x power n dx.
X power n plus 1
Yes.
by n plus 1.
X power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1.
Plus 1.
Similarly, can you tell me q power n into dq?
Q power n plus 1.
Q power n plus
Q
1
by n
divided.
plus
Okay, very good. Then integration of dw, can I write it as a w? No issue. Excuse me. Then W is equals to, let me take it as the 1 by C as a common here, 1 by C. Then integration of a Q into dQ. So 0 to Q power 1 dQ. Let me write this as a Q power 1 dQ. So now can you tell me Q power 1, apply the formula and tell me?
Q square
Q
by
power
2.
2 by 2.
Yeah, Q power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. So
By
then
1
let
plus
me,
1.
yeah, let me
Q
write it
square
as
by
the,
2 by 2.
then W is equals to 1 by C into a Q square by 2. Okay, so this is the work done in the form of
Q
the
square by
potential.
2C.
Yes, so let me write it as this is the work done in the form of the potential energy. Let me write it as a U is equals to Q square by a 2C. So you already aware of the what is the Q. So can I write this one as a Q into Q by 2C? Yes or no? What is the Q by C? What is the Q by
V
C?
potential.
B.
V.
Very good. So can I write it as a QV by 2? Yes or no?
Possible.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, fine. So what is this? Q square. What is the Q square? Can I write it as Q is equals to CV? Q is equals to
Yes,
CV.
ma'am.
Okay. So can you tell me here what is the Q square then? C square V square divided by 2C.
C square V square.
Yes. Then can I cancel 1 C and C? Then you are remaining with half CV square. Okay. So what are the formulas you got? The potential energy a capacitor, a U is equals to one formula, this one, a Q square by 2C is equals to QV by 2 is equals to half CV square. Okay. Then students, this is the different forms of the potential energy. Please take it on fast. Can I go for the previous page?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, take it on.
V square, right?
1 by 2 CV square, half CV square. Then can I go for next page? Next page.
Yes, ma'am.
Done. Okay. So this is the thing is about your capacitor. Different types is the parallel plate and the spherical capacitor. What in a capacitor? So the next thing is about your. So I will take the different. Sorry. I will take the three capacitors or a number of capacitors. I will connect it in a different modes. Okay. So let me connect in a series connection, parallel connection. What will be the things I'm going to get? So what will be the effective capacitance of a capacitor? Let me say it. Okay. So the next one, effective capacitance of a capacitors. Effective capacitance of a three capacitors connected in a parallel. Let me take first in a parallel. Okay, let me draw here the three capacitors. The capacitors means same length, right? We'll take it three capacitors. Okay, let me connect like this. So here it is the, let me take it as a C1, here it is a C2, and here it is the C. So let me connect like this. Let me connect here with a battery. Okay. Okay, we'll take here one battery. Okay, here positive and negative. So what will be the charges on the both side? So let me take it here as a Q1 charges. Let me take here as a plus Q1. Here it is a minus Q1. So similarly here a plus Q2. Here it is a minus Q2. Here it is a plus Q3 and here it is the minus Q3. Okay, is it clear, students? So then the total difference across the three capacitors will be same. Why? So when they are connected in a parallel, so the potential across them will be a same. Okay, so let me take, so what is the potential, what is the capacity of a first capacitor? What is the capacity of a first capacitor? Is a C1. What is the second capacitor? Is a C2. And the third one is your C3. Okay, so let me take a 3 capacitor of capacitance C1, C2, C3, C1, C2, C3 are connected in parallel, as shown. Okay, so let me take whatever the potential difference across this will be a how much. What is the potential difference across the capacitor? Is a V. Okay, so then what is the total charge in the capacitors? These three capacitor, here it is a Q1, here it is a Q2, here it is a Q3. So let me write the total charge. A total charge will be a Q is equals to a Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Okay, so let me write it as Q1 is equals to a C1 into, no, let me write Q2 is equals to C2 into V, and the Q3 is equals to C3 into V, right? C3 into V. So then what is the equivalent capacitance? The equivalent means total. The equivalent capacitance will be a capacitance of 3 capacitors. Okay, 3 capacitors. Let me write. So then a CV is equals to, or Q is equals to, let me write to a Q1, Q2 plus Q3, or else Q is equals to C into V. Here Q1 you are having as a C1 into V, C2 into V plus C3 into V. So can I take the common of the V here? Yes or no? V common here, then you are having the C1 plus C2 plus C3. Okay, so let me cancel on both sides V, and C is equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Okay, so this is the capacitance of a 3. Okay, so this is for the which combination? The parallel combination. Okay, please take it on fast. For the parallel combination.
Ma'am, we'll take series also today only.
No, no, I think so. Time already over. We'll take tomorrow. Please take it on this and you can leave.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
ma'am.
all. Yeah, thank you all. Please take it
Thank
on
you,
and
ma'am.
leave. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.